What's up, everybody? We are back. John Delarose here, the leading Hispanic voice in science fiction. I need better lighting, don't I? Does that help? Oh yeah, look at that. Well, I don't want that in the shot. There we go. All right, now better lighting. All right. We're fancy here on youtube.com. But I just want to talk about something that actually is not my own devising, but it's somebody else's. And I just want to give it a little bit of a signal boost, and it's called the PulpRev Book Club. Oh gosh, I need some water or something, but oh well, we'll fix it and edit, which you know I don't edit, so there we go. The PulpRev Book Club is a basically spin-off of the PulpRev, which is the Pulp Revolution, which is a group of authors and readers, friends of mine basically, that are really into the old pulp aesthetic. We really admire what was done in the 1920s through 1950s or so by these old pulp writers, the serial fiction writers, novelists, comic writers, etc., when they just really cranked out a ton of really great ideas with a huge sense of wonder, a huge wide world of opportunity, lots of just dynamic heroism. And they didn't worry about the realism. So you didn't have Jedi sitting around drinking coffee and debating philosophy for hours within books. You just had Conan the Barbarian just go out and just beat up some cultists in a temple, and it was just a wild ride with fast pace and like all of these stories. And they had a great work ethic. They just cranked out books like none other. You see, I'm trying to do that as best I can in the modern world in my own work. But there's a bunch of authors who are doing this along with me. And so we are doing what's called the PulpRev Book Club. And we are just picking a book every single month, and we're going to read them. And so this month we got Alexander Helines, who's been a guest on my channel before, The Last Ancestor. And he actually came and promoted this book once. And we actually had his cover artist, you can just see the beautiful cover image right here, on the channel also to promote his Indiegogo campaign for a book also. The Last Ancestor, it's about 400 pages. We're going to read it over the month of April. I'll read you the back now. The Swordbringer, Book 1. They killed his father, oppressed his people, and threatened them with extinction, and one of them is his best friend. The Growlers rule over their part of the planet, I'm going to try this, Yixath, with an iron fist, intent on driving the human refugees from their land. They almost died 8 years ago, killing Garrett's father in the process. Only their guns, and lots of them, keep the Growlers at bay. Now a young man, Garrett burns for revenge, but can't reconcile this hatred given that his best friend is a Growler named Grixa. Sounds right. All right. Desperate to cleanse his land of the invaders, the Growler's High Lord dispatches his trusted heir on a mission to acquire the humans' superior weaponry. The Earthlings barely won the last war. This time, the High Lord will leave nothing up to chance. Garrett and Grixa run headlong into the High Lord's conspiracy, and with the aid of an exiled princess, find themselves not only the ones standing between their two peoples and all-out war. Now Garrett must participate in an ancient rite with the fate of humanity on his shoulders. It's a chance to be a hero like his father, but only if he makes it out of the Growler's forbidden city alive. So here we are. This is The Last Ancestor. We are going to be reading this month. Hopefully maybe I'll do a live stream discussion. Maybe I'll have the author on. We'll see. Towards the end of this, because I want to support what's being done with Book Club here. And all of these great authors involved. Sometimes I think we're going to read these new books. Sometimes we're going to read old books. But we're going to try to keep this aesthetic in mind because that's what's important to us in perpetuating in fiction and what we really want to get going. Now, I don't have a ton of time to read prose fiction. That's why I read comics. And since I'm reviewing comics every day, I have to prioritize those also. But I'm going to do my best. I'm, at least this first one, I'll definitely get through in a timely fashion so that we can discuss it. And hopefully we'll keep going from there. Let me know if you like this kind of thing. I love promoting other books. I love just talking about books, getting cultural discussions going and things like that. So if this is of interest to you, I want to know. If it's not, I also want to know. This is experimental channel is what we're doing these days. I don't want to I don't want to be one of those all-time drama channels. I want to promote things that I'm really passionate about, and the PulpRev is one of those. All right, let me know down below. I will leave the link to The Last Ancestor in the description so that you can check it out also. There's a Kindle version if you don't want a book. I liked the book, and I mainly got it just because of the art, which is just so phenomenal. Of course, I wanted to support my boy Alexander also, but the art made me get the paperback version. So that's it for now. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you towards the end of the month when we discuss this book.